Hello, boys. If you ever wondered if high volume or low volume training is more effective, then this video is for you. Today, I'm going to share all the reasons why I think low volume training is more effective and better than high volume training. All right. Before we get into it, I just want to quickly introduce myself. So, my name is Gray. I was able to grow from this little kid to this bigger kid in about two and a half years. Keep in mind, I don't have the best genetics, but with hard training and all the other stuff, I was able to make this transformation naturally. So let's go. The first reason I think low volume training is better is because you're going to be more focused and you're going to have more clarity. Now, what I mean by this is when you're doing low volume, you're going to be doing naturally less sets. That's basically what low volume is. And you're going to have you're going to be doing them with more intensity. So if you only have one or two sets per exercise, then naturally you're going to think, oh, I only have this limited amount of time to inflict damage on the muscle and just make gains, right? So you're going to be more focused, you're going to push harder, you're going to be more locked in. And this is the experience of most people. Recently, Jeff Nippard even talked about this. Short means that you're going to have less mental fatigue throughout the workout. So what I mean by this is, I've never done high volume training. After 3 to 4 exercises, your brain is just fried and you cannot really focus on the rest of the exercises. So with low volume training, I think it's more effective because you're going to have that mental clarity all throughout the workout. The second reason I think low volume is superior is because of time management. Obviously, less sets means shorter workout, and that means more time for other things. So you can do hobbies, learning, etc. It is also less of a hassle because it doesn't take as much time. So restriction overall, and you have more time to do other things. Why I think low volume is superior is because you're gonna have better recovery, lower fatigue. You're going to naturally have less systemic fatigue, which is your hormones, your cardiovascular health. Your central nervous system will be less fatigued. Now, this also contributes to lower risk of injury. You're going to have a more linear progression because low volume training is way easier to do long term without any burnout. You're not going to need as many deload weeks. You're going to have a more linear progression. In my opinion, is I think low volume training is better. The last reason is because I just think it is more enjoyable. Now you might it's kind of subjective, and you're right, but let's just think it through. All these factors that we just talked about, like less friction because it takes less time, more simple, the training is more simple, it's more convenient, it makes for less friction. All of these contribute to more enjoyment, right? It's logical that when something is less of a hassle, that you enjoy it more. Also, high intensity, in my opinion, which you have to do with low volume training, when you can go all in and go into like an animalistic mode, it is just so much fun, in my opinion. You also take the stress out, the anger out, and all the emotions out on the weights, and it's kind of like a kind of like spiritual spiritual experience, and I just absolutely love it. So I definitely recommend you start or at least just try out this type of training to open your eyes to some new things. If you liked it, then be sure to show the support by dropping a like or subscribing. I try to make these videos as compact and as informative and as valuable as possible for you guys. So, bye.